working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Man, I'm just working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and then voila.
There it is.
Hey, the big reveal.
There it is.
There it is, the big reveal. Okay. Now let's see. It's a live show. Do not trip. Oh, they said no music, so they're not hearing it. They're not even enjoying. Y'all not even enjoying what we're enjoying. All right, here we go. Let me reload that. Let's try it again. All right, we're going to go from the top. Why not? Let's see, you're going to run it back. Hey, welcome. Come on in. Sit down. Have a seat. Have a seat. If you're first timer, please just have a seat. Don't touch nothing. We're getting things together. It's a live show. Don't trip. Enjoy the tunes.
It takes a lot to.
Yeah, this is just it's a pro. Wait a minute, I gotta. How about that? Now try it. So we didn't hear you at all.
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
There we are.
Oh, okay. How about my headphones? Because I can't hear nothing on my headphones.
Your headphones. Oh, you want headphone action?
Yes, I like that.
This one right here. How about now? Oh no, you're on 2.
Yes.
Oh, what about that?
Yeah. Now
okay.
I can hear this.
Now we got a whole system
Very
here.
good.
You got a whole system here.
Okay.
Music was good, so they did hear. Oh, that's too much.
Over.
That's too much. That's too loud. Yeah.
That's nice.
All
right.
I don't like it.
We're learning as we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Learning, getting our little in-person rhythm.
Yeah, it's a
Next
lot.
week you might even see matching outfits.
You could be.
Never know. You never know.
Well, I think you do know.
Okay.
Because I don't know about that. Because I don't know. All right. Hey, welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the program. This is what you came here to see, or at least we'd like to think so. Welcome to Let's Go Live, All Fun and Games.
Hey. Oh, geez. And good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
It is a live show. Don't you dare trip. Don't you dare trip. All right. Y'all stand by. Let me try.
See the technical difficulties.
Yeah, but you peep how it was on cue, though.
Yeah, because it's like, we got it going on, and oops, there goes the magic.
Almost as if it was staged.
Right.
Almost.
It was like a pratfall.
Yeah, it had a stage feel.
All you needed was a little note bump.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming out.
All right, y'all. This is how it goes. I want y'all to relax.
See, you didn't even have to move that.
Yeah. No, I gotta move it to this side.
Okay.
When it happens.
See, when you make space, this is what happens. You know when you go to work. Some of y'all are about to return back to work, and the office space that you had before.
Yeah, this is that.
Now you got they condensed the office space, and now you got a shared space. You're in a shared space office when you used to have a corner office. So now there's somebody else's family pictures on your desk. This is that. This is that. What happens when you come in? It's like, we together. We sharing now. Okay. You on the night shift? Oh, this is the day shift. we just switch positions, and
Yeah, you ain't get the memo. It went out.
Mm-hmm.
It said,
Yeah, you know, them came down for management. They we don't have the top floor anymore. We just have this floor. So when you come in, it's a roaming office.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, okay. You got it?
Yeah, I see it now.
Should I call maintenance?
I am making
Facilities? Call facilities?
Oh, yeah, the office manager.
Yeah. Call the super the office manager. Everything. You are all in the same. You are all the hats.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Oh, now I see. Okay.
What you do? Oh, he's still okay.
Yeah, no, I get it. Talk amongst yourself.
See, this should be, you know, this is the DIY section of, you know, assembling a podcast 101 after you've been doing it for 2 years. Yeah. This is how you reassemble a podcast.
Oh, I see.
What happened? You missing it? No, people need to see this because y'all think it's so seamless. The problem is y'all think it's so seamless. It's like, oh, they just come on and then 50-do what the whoop-de-do.
I think that's their problem.
They didn't see the furniture move. It's a whole nother side of the desk that's Karen Hunter's show designated, and then come in and flip that. And then we got to plug in the microphones. And somebody was clowning me last week because I had bad headphones and I wasn't, so I had to run to the store and get new headphones. So I looked like it's semi-professional and got a new mic. So my mic kind of looked like his mic. It's a whole thing going on. And we did all of that. Karen's show ended at 5:58. And we did it all from 5:58 to just now. We rearranged everything and plugged everything in. So if the man's mic stands for,
all right, now I'm back.
Hey, well, welcome back.
I think it is.
Sheesh. Can I get you a beverage?
Yeah. Thank you. Oh man. Salute. Cheers. That's enough.
Salute. Chin.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, welcome to the program, man.
Okay.
Let's go through housekeeping. Shout out to everybody, first timers and all that. I see Dr. Clarkson down the hall in Studio G, executive producer, and first timers and everybody, and the regulars and the usuals. All right. Y'all don't even know. Let me position myself. So this is what we're trying.
Yes.
Trying to take it to a different level, a different look or whatever. And hey, man, I got to be honest with y'all. The screen is way farther away than I'm used to. So now I could care less what you're saying in the chat right now because I have no clue. Yeah. So anyway, but welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Something like a podcast. Live in the lounge. It took us 2 years to get here, man, but we finally here, man. And it's only gonna get bigger. Yes. I mean, pause.
Oh, geez.
Next, we want to have the live studio audience and guests and all that shit.
Got to get it to that point.
What's good with you, folk?
Oh man, I survived another week.
Well, let's see how to check the quality of your mic.
The quality of my mic. Are we? Am I check good? Am I sounding right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. I think people can hear me.
You hear yourself? You hear yourself?
I can hear myself.
Is it crisp? Do you hear all the?
I feel.
Do you hear all the?
I feel.
Okay. Spoken word.
Crisp.
Right. Good. All right. There it is.
Crisp.
What is that?
What is what?
What's in the drink? Good gracious.
you made it.
Oh, okay. All right. It's something I ain't used to.
It just tastes like juice to me. I never had so much chaser in mine.
All right.
Anyway.
Famous enough. What is that about? You want to just...
It's a black-owned brand.
Oh, tough.
That's all.
Okay.
It's a black-owned brand.
Is it local?
It's not local, but it's black-owned nonetheless. They just do a line of,
Is that the joints with worship and...
Yes.
Oh my God. We got to get them on because I was going to take their course. Here's the secret. I want to take their course about that's the Entrepreneurs. The Entrepreneurs. But now that we're next to each other, you can look at me.
You know what?
Yeah, we can.
I've never seen myself on television this big before. It's crazy.
I was good. No, you don't have to necessarily. Well, that works too. There you go. You kind of go.
Because I feel, I got to toggle because now I got to watch.
It's called cheating. It's called cheating. So you cheat left a little bit to your left. So every once in a while, you see what they talking about.
Yeah, I see what they talking about. Your glasses aren't on. So
but I just felt awkward talking to the back of your head. Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Time out.
No, so the Entrepreneurs on Instagram, I follow them. And their story is amazing. But here's the trick: I want to get them on,
Mhm.
so I don't have to pay for the
Pay for
class.
stuff.
Yeah.
I thought you pay for the period.
No, I would pay for that, but they have a class. Join my course, and I teach you how to launch your scale your business and all that. And the other day I was really close to almost doing the joint, and I was like, they would be great for an interview.
Yeah, right. An hour-long interview.
All right, with your left hand, tap that a little push it back, so that we're both centered. Push it back.
Oh, okay.
Opposite of
See,
pulling.
I'm not in.
Perfection.
Wasn't trained.
Because you want to have balance. You want to have the same length of space on my side.
Yes. Okay.
That looks good.
So y'all are learning. We're learning as we go.
Yeah, it's a live show.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is good.
Yeah. Now we got a tape. You got a tape. You got to put a tape right there so you know exactly where the camera.
Oh yeah, mark it. We got to mark it. Can we get somebody to mark it? Production assistant.
Right.
Yeah, no, that works. But yeah, Famous Enough. So they got a hell of a story. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I got a bunch of this stuff. I have I think I bought 3 or 4 sweaters. I got a sweatsuit, like a jogger.
You wear the whole thing together? Both?
It's made to be worn at the same time.
Oh, it's because the words connect.
Yeah, they don't connect, but it's made to
this
be worn.
word, it leads into that word.
No, it's not that. That's a little young. It just says, it's like one of their worship joints, but it says worship here, and it has on your side thigh meat.
Yeah, your thigh meat or something else, scripture or something.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody was down there by my thigh, they know to worship.
They would know.
It tells you to worship. I don't know. It's great design. I don't question the design. I just wear the product.
That's greatness. That is greatness.
But yeah, it's a good brand.
If anybody knows them, I think they're out of Texas.
Oh, for real?
Who's out of Texas in here? Is that Deborah? I think it's Deborah.
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah, if you can get a handle on those peoples and make it happen, we'll give you Finders something.
Congrats. Finders congrats.
Finders congrats.
Finders appreciation.
Yeah, Finders appreciation message.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all helping out.
Yes.
That's a shout out. You Finders shout out.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is Deborah. Okay.
Okay. See, we know the fake.
All right, let's get to it, man, because it's been a weird week. I just go a couple stories or whatever. Well. It's I don't want to write off the week, but the war thing. I mean, how much can you talk about it? So I really had no intention of because my opinions are so far unresearched. So I was gonna say I don't even know what I was gonna say, but point blank. Same. Point blank. Now you know who I've learned a lot from though.
Who's this?
Haynes is as funny as he is, he's always in tune with the political stuff. So Haynes, if you watch, I know you are. If you want to jump on and kind of walk me through Russia, Ukraine, so that I have a better understanding, that would help too. Let me put the number.
So I have two hopefuls.
Okay, let me put the number up while you're doing that.
One, I hope the situation resolves itself quickly, right? Because they already lost the lost lives already up there already.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
I would say, is it a situation?
I hope it resolves.
Have they lost life?
Oh, is that what we're doing? Oh, look, a rabbit hole.
Yeah. I don't know.
But part 2 is I hope that both of I want to pronounce the name right, Klitschko brothers.
Oh yeah, that's a real story right there.
I hope that they come out victorious. In their plight or their right to defend their country. And they gotta make a movie about that. That is a movie that's writing itself right now.
Well, it might be. This might be the movie.
It's writing itself right now.
It could be being written right now.
I hope somebody's documented.
No, I'm saying what you're watching is the movie.
Is that what it is? Yeah, but much like whoever had the forethought. What's my man? The Coogie? Was it?
Who that?
Coogee, who's doing the Kanye West behind the camera?
Cootie and Chike.
Yeah. I hope they're there right now. Yeah. And they just happen to be documenting the Klitschko brothers, and they're like, oh, it's about to be a war, and they just had the camera on them the whole time, and one of the, I must defend my country.
Yeah, exactly.
He takes off the boxing gloves.
He said that already.
He the suit.
Yeah.
He puts on the gear, and that's a whole movie.
So for those that aren't familiar yet, the Klitschko brothers, Vitaly and Vladimir. One of them is the mayor. They're both ex Hall of Fame world champion heavyweight boxers. But they said
Vitaly is the mayor of
Kiev.
Yeah.
So right now they basically they standing their ground on they what do they call it, the homeland. Mm-hmm. That's their homeland. That's where they from. So they said we would have fight.
Yes.
We will fight. And they talking about strapping on the gas and taking it to the streets at a ground level, which is
He said, I have no choice.
Which is amazing.
He had no choice.
Because you got a lot of political people here with hold positions that wouldn't do that.
Hey, name a mayor.
Yeah, right. Maybe mayor. Eric Adams.
I was gonna say maybe Adams.
Maybe Eric. He might take it to the streets because he has swagger.
Yes.
He might take it to the streets.
Maybe Eric Adams.
But beyond that, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood now.
It's 30 years ago. Oh, well.
No, right now.
Yeah, you punk.
She's like, listen.
Yeah, you Russian punk.
You Russian punks.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Make my day. Let me ask yourself a question, Vladimir. Are you feeling lucky?
Are you feeling lucky? Oh, man. Yeah, he made today. All right, let's see who this is. Educator and historian. Maybe some perspective that I'll understand. Because I don't really understand. First of all, I don't believe what I'm being told. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard. I can't see who that is.
That looked like Haynes right there.
Oh, is that Haynes?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to our West Coast contributor right now. This is our first time doing this, so let's see if it works out.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
we in there?
Hey,
what's good with your Haynes?
What's going on, brothers?
Ain't too much.
Good to see y'all together in the lounge.
Yeah. The live
work.
Yeah, next time you in on the East Coast, man, you got to come through, man.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I don't know if I meant that. I feel like it's something you had to say.
Like next time when you're on the East Coast, you gotta come through on the camera just like you are right now. Next time you're on the East Coast, just zoom right on in.
I just feel like it was something to say.
Little spot over there. Maybe
Salad
back over there.
Yeah,
it's nice and warm over there.
Yeah. All right, so I peep you on social media real heavy, and you funny when you need to be, but if y'all follow him, 8 times out of 10 is politics. And I see you getting at people's and I see you responding and all that. Now, for the layman, your understanding of what the hell is going on so that I may understand a little bit better.
It's a very nuanced conversation, in my opinion, because it goes back a long way. The Soviet Union, they fell. And come to find out, just a little research I was doing earlier, the U.S. stepped in and offered Russia a deal. Because remember, Russia was struggling right after the Soviet Union fell. All their little states, all their money wasn't coming in like it was. So they offered Russia a deal. We're going to come in. Same thing to Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, all that. We're going to offer y'all a deal. We're going to come on in and we're going to help y'all out. And so, it's kind of hard to see. My whole thing is really just kind of challenging the status quo of the U.S. I really don't like the unjust, unprovoked drumbeat that they doing. Putin is all like this, and I'm not on Putin's side. Mm-hmm. But I want to be objective. I like to consider myself objective. So I listen to the briefings, and some of those I listened to Kirby at the Pentagon. I listened to Ned Price at the State Department and Psaki at the White House. Is they always come on Yahoo Finance, always, every time they on, they do it. And so a lot of those reporters that go in there asking questions challenge them dudes with some of the stuff, maybe that they might not want to know, but is in the public sphere.
Yeah.
And so it's really an opinion that I have based on, opinions that I have based on, what I'm reading. So and the way I see it,
give me your opinion, because the only thing that I have come down to deduced is Ukraine. There was some agreement with Ukraine and NATO and Putin, where he was like, y'all cannot have Ukraine. It's too close. I don't want to be close to y'all. So if Ukraine joins NATO, that means I'm going to be next door to NATO, and I got a problem with that. And in recent years, there's talks for Ukraine joining NATO. So since those talks keep going, he like, fuck it, I'm going to just come in there and take it back. Is that true? Is that accurate?
Come to find out, they're kind of NATO adjacent. They call them an enhanced.
Yes.
They got a little deal. They got deals with NATO. They've had deals with the U.S. because U.S. giving them money. NATO's giving them money. They're just not official because I learned on the show before Karen's, they got the land dispute with Russia. So they can't come into NATO. You can't call us when you're already in the fight. you got to take care. The fight got to be over for we got to come in. We'll come in there and help you out. But so that's kind of the thing right now. But I'm feeling like Putin is just reacting to what the U.S. and NATO is doing. The U.S. John Kirby said the other day, we done gave Ukraine $650 million, and that's in security assistance. So Putin's gonna react to that. He gonna move troops around. They got troops in Poland. They got 90,000 troops in Europe. So Putin's gonna move his 100,000 in place.
Kirby, the
John
QAnon
Kirby's spokesman for the Pentagon.
Oh, I thought
John
you meant
Kirby
General.
is the spokesman at the Pentagon.
Didn't he? Did you see the documentary on QAnon? And they narrowed it down to Kirby. They said it's he's a general, right?
No, he's an admiral. I
mean him, but yeah, it's the guy. They narrowed it down, and they were saying that Kirby might be killed. You ain't see that?
Yeah, Kirby ain't that slick, and so I don't really know. I just watch him on the briefing, so I really don't know what he got going on except for what he said. And then so it goes way back to Clinton did a deal with Ukraine, and Congress is all in it. Man, they was writing down resolutions to celebrate Ukraine's independence and all this. They throwing it all at Putin's face. And then in 2014, when they went into, I haven't really looked at the Georgia thing because I wasn't paying attention until Trump became president.
Yeah, right.
I'll be honest. Right. And so 2014, come to find out, if you have that opinion, that president, when he came in, yank your arm. He got ousted like 3 months after.
Yeah.
And so he come to find out he was supposed to do a deal with the EU. He needed some money, get some money from the EU. He changed his mind and said, I'm gonna get some money from Putin. Mm-hmm. And then that's when it kind of broke down. They had just like now they got the pro-Russian separatists and they got the Ukrainian Ukrainian-backed people, protesters and everything. He got ousted, and then he invited Putin into Crimea. He said, I read an article that was one of his biggest regrets was asking Putin to come help him out when they got to busting in Crimea. Yeah,
it's so hard to follow because I look at 2 summers ago when everything was Burisma. Right? When they shoved that down your throat with Hunter Biden's in Ukraine. He's making money off
all that. And it was like Georgia.
Georgia, Ukraine, and now all of a sudden, we all is top of the news cycle. It made me think, I'm like, oh, this about money.
So I think
oligarchs.
Every presidency, especially when a new president comes in, it's always somebody's testing their waters.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to war, especially when your approval ratings go down to 30%. Yeah,
even with Obama, there was a kerfuffle that
his approval went down, and then I killed Bin Laden.
It's always
Hey, can we do conspiracy theories?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
I'm not a conspiracy theory dude, but
every conspiracy theory dude starts out with I'm not a conspiracy theory.
I'm not. I'm really not. I try to go for the facts, man. But Russia and the U.S. has been allies. They was allies in World War II. They, it wasn't real smooth and everything, communism, capitalism, and all that. But man, when I think about it, this all seems like an exercise for a money-making event. Because countries. The U.S. is in Ukraine doing military exercises. They go over to the Philippines doing military exercise. They in Turkey. They in Poland. They doing. But what if this is just a military exercise that Russia and because he ain't in there busting. They keep showing that. I click on cable news. They keep showing that little one shot of the little golden dome that they all got, but ain't no shots being busted. I don't see no muzzle flashes. I don't see no smoke.
Yeah.
So it's okay. All right. My heart don't really go out to the
they stuffing that down your throat. They stuffing it down your throat, bro. These last 2, I'm like 2 days after 2 black people say we got to stand with Ukraine. I'm like, huh? How? When?
Is that what the stance is now?
Yeah, we got to stand with Ukraine. Huh?
Everybody got the Ukrainian flag in the background on Facebook. Is that what's happening?
For real? And we've been seeing the Afghan joint for 20 years. babies burnt up in the street or nothing. Y'all wasn't standing at all. It's just this shit wild to me. But I appreciate you.
Hey, real quick on the way out, real quick, Haynes.
Yes, sir.
Are you currently in the Ukraine? Because I was like, you like in a basement with a map behind you in a bunker. Are you in Kiev right now, live reporting?
I can't give you that.
Okay.
I can't give you my whereabouts. I can't really give you that right now.
Be safe.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Be safe wherever you are.
Follow me.
All right, there it is, our West Coast contributor, Haynes, right there. All right, let's go to our female contributor, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
Is that who that is?
Yes,
if you could be, ma'am, if you could be
She's
still.
definitely
to be still.
Broadcasting from
and when you get on, you can remove the mask because it's Zoom.
She might be in Kiev also.
Okay. All right, let's see. This is not going to last.
No, so how y'all gonna have a discussion and don't have the history teachers on here? Where's Dr. Clarkson? What's up with this? A discussion about what's going on.
Just because you know history don't mean you know politics.
No. But
wait,
this
before you discuss history, let's talk audio visual. Can you turn your device sideways?
There you go. Or that too.
Can you? Oh no, nothing.
Are you in a location where?
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm actually at Camden Yards at the hospitality suite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to actually leave out and come in the hallway. So, what y'all can't see me?
No, we can see. You're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, continue.
So give us the history lesson now. What's the history?
So what's terrifying to me is that y'all know I teach U.S. history and world history. So we're actually talking about Hitler, and Putin is acting just like Hitler at this point. I tried to compare with my students for them. You got to be relatable to the kids. They don't know nothing about Adolf Hitler like that. I said, but imagine being in a classroom and there's that one classroom that Miss A Cutie Pie always has to say, sit still, stop hitting her, leave that alone. I said, that's the way Putin is acting, and that's the way Hitler used to act. He's that child that doesn't work well with others, doesn't play well with others. And to me, it seems like that NATO is dragging their feet. And I because I really believe it can get worse than it's before it gets better.
Let me okay, go ahead.
No, so I'm saying that to say, when are they going to step in? When are the alliances going to step in?
Well, NATO is reactionary. They can't, if they get a shot fired on them, then they have to. But beyond that, they're not offensive. I do know that. But to your original point, to your first point, and I know you got to go. You said Putin is this type of person. Based on what? How do we know?
His actions and the fact that the other nations have told him, if you do this, we're going to in turn sanction your government. We're going to stop. We're going to stop trading. We're going to do that. And he said, I don't care, and did it anyway.
But why is that? Why do you think he doesn't care?
Because I think, to me, it seems as though he's having like a tantrum, like a little kid tantrum. So
I just don't see what y'all see. I'm just unlearned. I'm just not smart.
I feel like he's having a tantrum.
I don't see none of that. I see everybody's on the same team. I really like that's what it looks.
Oh, it's like it's not WW. Well, WW means World Wide Wrestling. It's about wrestling. It's WWE.
And I'm not. And people don't take that lightly. I'm not being facetious. What I'm saying is, if he's this person, he's been that. All of a sudden, it's an issue. Like
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
he was who he's been.
He slow walked. I'm moving troops next week. We're gonna be over here doing this. Matter of fact, I probably
might make one of them joints where it's like, "Hey man, I see he's coming, but you better not touch me."
Yeah,
I see you coming, but you better not touch me.
I think they all on the same side. I think the play, and I appreciate your audio is. But thank you for your time. Your audio is your audio. No, but it's like we all are so now well versed on how bad of a guy Vladimir Putin is in the last 2 days of news.
Yeah. But it's been like that for decades.
Yeah, and now everybody's an expert. And I'm like, huh? How? Like, because they want you to be that. Yeah.
Almost like
he needs a reason
Saddam
to
Hussein.
Yeah, exactly. But when I'm watching, I'm like, well, based on what? Like, what are y'all? Yeah, is this new? or everybody is now, rallying around because we need something to unify. We need to be patriotic again, I guess, or something.
I just want to see the movie with the Klitschko brothers.
Yeah, we need
when
that.
They step to the border.
Yeah.
I have 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Das Vidania.
Yeah, right.
Clack, clack.
Yeah.
Klitschko and Klitschko.
You are no longer welcome here.
You will not pass.
You take your guns and your tanks and go back across the border.
If he dies,
he dies. Oh, perfect. That's it. That's the one. And that's him holding his brother.
No, that's him. He got Putin in the headlock.
Oh, okay.
No. Let him go. If he dies, he dies.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't know a lot, but
I don't know nothing.
I know that yesterday, gold and oil spiked to all-time highs, while the rest of the market plunged. I do know that because I was paying attention to that.
Okay.
So I don't.
Did you get you some, or you just watch?
And I know if he's this villain. No, I did not. Okay. I know if he's this super mad evil doer, right? I haven't seen any reports on massive casualties.
Nah, they said like 171.
Oh, 171.
Like, I think it was yesterday.
900,000. 190,000 troops. A population of 40 million. And how many people got clipped?
They said 171 casualties.
Thoughts and prayers to those people. Yeah, that is
for
crazy.
One day
for an invasion. That's crazy. Yeah. For an invasion, where a country invades another country, 100 people. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It just, I don't know.
It's holy waters.
Yeah. I'm trying to believe in what they feed me, and it's just hard. It's hard to believe what they be feeding. All right. So we'll keep it moving from that. More on that, how they say in the news, more on that as the story develops.
I don't want to go to hell for talking so yeah.
No, I mean, they, so there's that. All right, let's see here. All right, here's a cool story.
Oh, this is a feel-good story.
Yeah, this is a good feel-good story. Let's see here. Have y'all heard this? Are you familiar with this? So apparently, let's see. Let's get it. Let's blow it up. We're trying. This is all new, ladies and gentlemen. This is new.
Yeah, that's
not
there you go. All right.
I like it. That's fine. So apparently, Lisa Ray again gets carried again.
So do we know it's official that she was not?
Well, that's what she said.
In attendance?
Oh, I don't know if she wasn't in
at the
attendance,
wedding?
But she did find out through social media that they were married.
I thought it was that she was pregnant. One of them was pregnant.
Oh, which was what she found?
I think it was that
I know she found out something a second time. I just know it was the second time.
It must be the wedding then, because I think the first thing. No, I think
the first thing was way back. That she came out.
That she came out.
Right. She said she
and
found
then recently, I believe that it was that she was one of them at least.
Yeah,
that
she was pregnant or was married.
There's an expecting somewhere. Somebody's expecting.
And they keep, and apparently,
the hits just keep on coming.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you gotta, my sister don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, when I saw the picture, did Lisa Ray also wake up and see the picture like the same time? Like, oh damn,
I think so.
They wouldn't got married.
So. Oh, they said Nola says the baby.
Yeah, so right, the baby was the next one. I'm wondering if this was the new one, but like, they clearly had the same makeup artist because
they do look similar.
Which one is the brat?
Yeah, all right, the one with the tux on.
No, they both have on dresses. Don't do
no,
that.
That's a tux dress. You don't see the thing. The lapel legs. No, it's like a lapel, the tux dress.
Yeah, but it's still a dress though.
Yeah, well, it's a tux dress.
Okay.
She's the one. She's showing you through her fashion.
Do we know
who wears the?
Do we know that for sure?
Who wears the strap?
But no,
okay. Get the strap. No, she's showing you through her, that I'm, I'm the.
No. You know how you can tell? Wait, whose hand when they hold a hand? Whose hand is on top?
I can't see.
Hand holding. You can't zoom that in.
Yeah, no, I can.
So whoever's hand is on.
Let's see.
Oh, her hand's on top.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the height, little differential situation.
Yeah.
Her hair is laid down. Hers is propped up. You know what I'm saying? It's ways you can do it.
Yeah.
But see the little tuxedo pattern right there?
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, kudos to them, I guess.
They look like twins in this picture.
They do resemble.
Like, I had to go to the wife's Instagram to be like, oh, she looks nothing like that. It was just, the makeup was like, both of them said, "Let me get the number 3."
Anybody watch the show? Oh, they said Lisa Ray was at the baby shower. Hey, Nola, jump on, man. If you real in tune. You know what I'm saying?
You got all of the information.
Haynes says, when is Yodi scheduled to come to the show? Never.
Oh, can somebody? No, don't do that. We're actively reaching out. We're actively
at
seeking,
press time. She's not responding.
No, we're actively. She's
No.
always. She's an open seat. She's an open table.
Absolutely.
Was it open
not.
table? Open
Yeah.
door policy? Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, she has a seat at the table anytime.
Not here.
Oh, don't do that.
Not when I'm here.
No, come on.
All right, so shout out to the Brad and
Well, congrats to them.
Congrats to them.
Congrats to them.
Have we seen this before? Have we seen 2 wedding dresses?
Yeah, that's
extravagantly done and like this.
I mean, the extravagance kind of goes based on the resources that you have.
So I saw in the comments they was like, the Brad isn't the first gay rapper. Well, Lil Nas X is not the first gay rapper or open. And this tells you how young people be in the comment section. That's all they know how to do. Is just make comments on social media. That's a shot. And then somebody was like, no, the Brat was. And then I went behind him because I'm petty. And I said, no, actually, Africa Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna really know your history, you gotta go further back. Grandmaster Flash, Africa Bambaataa, they were predecessors of that whole.
I didn't know Grandmaster Flash was.
Well, that's my theory.
Oh, it's your theory. Oh, so you're theorizing. Okay. So
but the Africa Bambaataa is complete alleged.
Okay.
Yeah, completely alleged.
Sure.
In reality, alleged in reality. But yeah, she's not. But shout out to the Brad.
But that's not the first, double dress situation as far as weddings go. That's not a new thing. They're not breaking any ground there.
And I like the Brat because she went for the first 27 to 28 years. Just as is. I guess. I don't know if it would be hiding. She could have at any point in time,
even in the 90s.
At any point in time,
even in the homophobic 90s,
she could have ran out of that closet.
Nobody would have been like, huh?
They'd
been like, okay.
Yeah, she.
They'd be like, hey, Brad, I'm about to wait so you can see your sister real quick. We knew you was on the side of the game anyway.
But even to that point, though, I feel like now she's making up for lost time. I mean, she
flew out
extra gay.
She flew out the
just,
cloud.
Yes. Letting you know.
But you know what? I mean,
I'm 100 miles and running.
Yeah, but I think sometimes in situations like that, especially, if you've been living this life where you feel like you had to keep it hidden and buried, man, you got to let all that out.
Yeah.
Because you've been wanting
and take it all in.
Yeah,
at the same
you
time.
want to do that for
At the same time.
Well, she's been wanting to this whole time. She's like, nah, I'm
just wanted to be that and thinking the industry is going to destroy you, not realizing she could have been one of the real groundbreakers of it. Right. And trendsetters of it, which is amazing. But anyway, I'm always a fan of the Brat.
Listen.
That's what I'm looking for. That video.
Brat's always been tough. I hope her sister was at the wedding.
Well, you know what she was wearing.
What?
The same shit, white.
Oh.
She was matching them probably.
Show up at the wedding, somebody else's wedding.
Right.
All white.
That's what she do.
When it's not,
that's her
an
thing.
all white wedding.
Yeah, that's her thing. Though.
Oh, jeez.
All right, here's another terrible story. Let's get to this. I don't know if y'all seen this. Now this story bothers me in a number of ways and reasons for a number of reasons.
Where is it?
Wait a minute. It's the Oh, you ain't see this?
No.
So the writing's too small, so I'm gonna paraphrase it.
No.
But he basically was running around these grocery stores, these food places, injecting his own blood through a syringe into food.
What city is this?
And he did it like
in London. Lot. Oh, he's in London. Oh, we're safe. We're good. We're okay.
Yeah, but
we're okay.
But are we though?
I don't know. Honestly.
He could just be a sleeper cell.
Because I remember there was a guy maybe a year or so ago that was walking around like licking ice cream.
Yes.
Opening up the ice cream containers and licking ice cream.
After seeing this, like I'm not so mad at him. You know what I mean?
I'll take that over this.
What were you about to say?
I wasn't. No, I was not.
Because you fixed that joint in mid.
Hey, listen.
You lick my ice cream.
I'm sorry, what you say?
That's what you was.
That's not what I was.
You can lick my ice cream. I'll take a lick ice cream over an injection any day. No, but the thing is, like the amount of needles that it's like dozens.
Wait,
he's going around doing this.
I'm lost. Was he using a syringe?
Yeah, he just walking up.
And then he was taking the needle back away, or he was putting the whole needle in. We see the amount of needles they found the needles.
So you have to read the story. It's too far. Can you read that?
Yeah. On August 25th, 37-year-old, blah, 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 went to Fulham, West London, walked into several grocery stores, including Tesco markets, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all list of these grocery stores. He allegedly stuck a syringe into multiple food items, including chicken, chicken fillets, ready-to-eat meals, and apples. And the syringe was filled with his blood. The entire incident was caught on camera. Afterwards, he allegedly threw eggs at customers at the grocery store and grocery store workers, and pushed the security guard. And punched the security guard in the chest.
So now we know he's crazy. I mean, if we didn't know, but the egg piece.
That's crazy.
But look at the second paragraph. It tells you how many needles
he was
that
accused of throwing an empty needle at the National Health Service surgeon outdoors. The man was eventually detained outside a bar. After, this is not written well, but he threw a potted plant through an open doorway in New York Post reports. 21 syringes were recovered from the scenes.
21. Yeah. And this is
So it was in London. So that was that like a bloody disgrace? Was it a bloody?
Oh, a bloody disgrace. Yes. A bloody mess.
It was a bloody mess. It was a bloody mess. Yes. Bloody disaster.
But just the thought of this.
You can't cook that out of chicken, can you? Like if I bought some chicken that was ingested.
Well, that's why you got to rinse it with cold water. And that's what it.
But can you cook that out?
You probably could cook. I don't know if you can cook human out of.
I mean,
But what did he have? See, that's the thing that they left out of the story. He had to have something for him to think
can
that.
You like cook out some hepatitis like A or B? Can you cook that out?
I don't know. There's a heat level. I don't know what it is.
Burnt.
There's some temperature degree where
it's like
Hep B is cooked out.
Everything is supposed to, but like I mean, damn, can you cook out diseases like that? Like,
and ptomaine.
I don't want no sick chicken.
It just he putting his diabetes in your diabetes.
Oh, now I got diabetes off my chicken.
Well, you was getting it anyway from the chicken.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he gave you his though.
I don't want his diabetes.
Oh man, that's just.
Yo, that's disgusting. First of all, that's a wild mind frame to say this. Okay, today's Tuesday.
That's got to be like attempted murder or something, because you don't know how your blood is going.
Public,
something. What is that?
When you do waste. Like when you're harming the whole public, it's like something like that.
Public harm, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. It's got to be somewhere along those lines. Of
attempted murder,
public health
scare,
something. Yeah. I don't know. He's gonna need to do serious. You don't play. Bottom line, you don't play with people's food.
Yeah, he's doing more than playing. Though.
I mean,
more than playing.
Baseline is you don't mess with people's food, man.
Now, I would have to melt it down, boil it into a fine paste.
You gotta brine it in alcohol.
And then smoke it.
You gotta brine
it. Brine it in alcohol to kill the whatever's. And then smoke it because the shit is evaporate. I don't know.
That's awful, man.
Hey, Superchats on, by the way.
Okay.
Just want to let y'all know.
There's got to be a Netflix, like.
What's the name of that movie? Bloodsport.
Oh.
It's been done. Bloodsport. It's been done. But it still could be. It could be
right there. That was fine. Okay.
With starring, but who's in it though? So you got the Klitschko brothers. They're chasing him down. After winning the war.
So this is the sequel.
They've
won the war. That was the part one.
Yeah. So now they're going on individual missions to, save from terrorism.
Mayor Klitschko, we've been made aware of a gentleman in London who plant syringe in food, make blood for all people food in grocery store.
He must be dealt with immediately. And if he dies, he dies. You have to say that every time. Every time you're about to leave and go somewhere.
No, Mayor Klitschko, you must bring him back alive.
Oh, bring him. If he lives, he lives. Oh, jeez. Bloodsport. Let's see. You can't. Stick and move. I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
The prick from London.
Yes. With a special appearance by Idris Elba.
Oh, I wish I could do a British accent. Yeah. I don't got that one. I ain't got anything embarrassingly close to that.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Now this one, I don't even know what was. Oh, this is funny. A throwback. This is oldie but goodie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's oldie but goodie. Right,
You gotta put the volume.
Yeah, I gotta share it first. Let me share it for y'all. Oldie, but this is just some fun stuff. Some feel good.
Feel good on a Friday.
On a Friday. Who remembers this one? All right, where we at? Let me make it larger.
Pause on that. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I? This is no. We're just gonna have to.
Nothing with.
Okay, were you planning to buy some drugs
Yes, I
or something?
was.
What kind of drugs were you wanting to buy? Rock.
Yes, I was.
You gave her $20
I
back,
gave her $20. She gave me some plaster.
and now you want your $20 back
Yes, I do.
because she didn't supply you with crack cocaine.
Well, if she shouldn't give me nothing, no plaster or nothing, she should have said no.
What's going on?
She come around here a while ago. There used to be some people live right over there that used to sell.
Yeah.
We were sitting out here on the porch in some church. So she said, y'all have anything to buy? I said, no, baby, we don't have nothing to sell. So she left one around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Then she come back 10 minutes later, holler, give me my money back. I said, no, you ain't bought nothing from here. Don't disrespect my child. This is my child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sell crack. I'm a prostitute.
Oh, yes.
Hey, man. Come around here and look for them drugs, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when you put your foot down. You're
Right.
letting them know that this is what it is.
We don't push drugs over here.
Yeah.
Now, if you want some booty,
Yeah.
we got plenty of that.
You're not going to talk in
Right.
front of my child any kind of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna disrespect me.
That's when you got to earn it. You got to demand your respect out
I'm
here.
sure Martin Lawrence loved the fact that she had a Martin shirt on.
Oh, I ain't even peeped that.
It's like,
I ain't even peeped that.
he's like, and thanks.
She spoke so eloquently. Like, I was
Right.
like, yeah.
Like, y'all not gonna come over here disrespecting
You know,
me.
tell me there ain't no drugs over here. Now it's some tail.
Right. It's plenty of tail
Pay
and
tail to get what you want. You get S and
got
F.
about 3-4 bedrooms upstairs.
but no-
Officer, can I offer you?
Yeah,
Would you like to come in?
I'll show you
Right.
the crack.
I can go ahead and give you a sample.
I'll let you see the crack. But
product.
there ain't no rock drugs in here. You know what I'm saying?
That's like when they call the cops on at Burger King, like, they ain't put no cheese on my sandwich. I ain't leaving this drive-thru until I get my cheese on my sandwich. Like, man, you can't. Well, you're arrested now. You're under arrest. Come on, you can't call the cops for that. They had to arrest it. They had the end of the game had to have been
These
her.
two.
Somebody had to get locked up
Yeah, but
at the end of that. It was a cops episode. Somebody had to get locked up.
not necessarily though. If you think
You
about it.
literally admitted to two crimes being literally.
No, well, prostitution for once, saying you're a prostitute is not a crime.
Oh, you actually took funds.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
then
yeah.
the white lady's got to go up. 'Cause she's
Yeah,
like, I gave
think
her
so.
money for
I
some
believe
rock,
so.
and I didn't get my rock.
I believe so.
Oh, man, will you put your hands behind your back from me real quick, please? Thank you very much.
Yeah, I
Make
believe
my
so.
life a whole lot easier.
And this is an early 90s, it looked like early 2000s episode. So
Listen,
yeah,
and
she
there's
went to
some parts
jail.
of the country that could have been yesterday.
Oh, true story. That is true.
We don't know what city that was, but some parts of the country looks like last week.
That you're correct. You're correct.
Especially if it was nah, I ain't gonna say it.
There's no evidence. Amber says there is no evidence. Let me see what time. That was all the ones.
I gave her a $20.
Oh, let me go back. See one more for the road. Let's see here. Y'all been a good audience, man. Y'all been really patient and all that. If it's any
So
more.
did you watch? While you looking, did you watch? Did you watch part 2 of Genius?
Yeah, I watched that
Genius?
today. Okay, we can talk about that on the way.
I did my homework. I had to do my homework because, like, you told me last week, I need to watch that. I need to watch Fresh Prince.
Bel Air.
Sorry, Bel Air. My
Yeah, it's
bad.
Bel
So I
Air.
watched Bel
It's a
Air.
little different.
I watched at least the first, I think, 3, maybe 4 episodes.
Yeah,
of
that's
Bel
all
Air.
I got right now.
Okay.
I think I'm on 4, or I finished 4.
Okay, I'm not sure if I finished. I might have finished 4, and then I watched. Yeezus came out last night, maybe, or sometime this week.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah,
So
yeah.
hey man, I miss old Kanye.
Yeah.
Like I almost don't want to watch.
No, I mean into the microphone. Yeah.
Oh my bad. I almost don't want to watch. How many other parts there are left? I think it's a 3 or 4.
This is the last one. Yeah,
There's
last
one more
one.
part. I don't want to watch Kanye go crazy again.
Yeah, because that's the episode. That's the one.
I don't want to watch him go crazy.
No,
it was hard to watch the first time around in real time. I don't want to.
No,
see
I need to, because I'm gonna tell you why. It'll give me context, because I don't know when the switch flip. Everybody says we went crazy after Mom and da 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 da. This is showing me that he's always had that type of personality.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't want to point to just that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to watch the third to see what was behind the scenes that they captured, where he just really flipped that switch and went extra. Because it's not. I don't think it's a bad thing the way he is. He just went extra what he already was.
I feel like I'm gonna always sit on everything and blame the Kardashians. It makes me comfortable.
That's possible too.
I feel like whatever man goes into their situation does not come out right on the other side.
But also to that point, he's never. I don't think he looking at what we have of his life based on these videos.
Yes, which first of all is crazy that they had that forethought.
Yeah, right.
Because they really, it's not. And for anybody that hasn't watched it, he had one of his boys basically become his documentarian from.
I think it was his idea though.
Ooh.
I think it was Cootie's idea.
Either way.
Yeah.
But they had the idea when he was young and up and coming.
Yeah.
Just a producer still trying to get a deal and all this kind of stuff to be following him around like as if it was a reality show. Yeah. Not like taking, we're over here. They were following him around almost every day.
Yeah.
They had so much footage to follow him around. Like
I think the only thing that they missed was the car accident.
Right. Literally. Yes. Right. Okay.
But
go ahead.
what I was saying was, his relationships with people was super weird anyway, just based on what we're seeing.
Yeah, he's a goofball.
But we didn't even see his dealings with women. So enter Kardashian.
Very interestingly left out was the girlfriend that he had before he blew up. Remember the girlfriend he had in one of the she's like a Delta, blah blah blah.
We never knew her name. Yeah, we never knew her name.
But
anyway.
but she couldn't have not been around that whole time. She had to have been around.
Oh, sure.
They definitely left her out of documentary.
That's true. But like I said, we don't know how he is with women. So enter the Kardashians, master manipulators, and you get an individual like that. I feel like, that could have had something to do with it too. But I just think being exposed to so much, like he was in the game, he was grinding, and he was waiting to hit. And then he's not overnight, but he legitimately life changed for him overnight when he dropped College Dropout.
Yes.
And so he went to the stratosphere of worldwide recognition. And I think that can do a lot to the average person.
Absolutely. I think, well, at least from what I saw now, and obviously from what we've just, seen, at least you can remember back then, that he was always hungry for it, right? And, he always had his eyes on the prize as far as this is what I want to be. This, I'm trying to grind. And they showed how he grind out and even made the Through the Wire video.
Which was tough. Money. Well, I didn't know that happened that way.
I didn't know they were sunning him that bad at Rockefeller.
Yeah, ridiculous.
They was sunning the hell out of him at Rockefeller. It was like, producer
like
boy.
He was a little boy. Yeah.
We gonna sign. They signed him and said, "But go ahead and keep making these beats, man. We'll get to you when we get to you."
Yeah.
And then he had the accident, and he was, getting ready to do a little something. He had the accident. And it was like, all right, they put him way back on the shelf. But again, my point in regards to the Kardashians, man, why I like to blame them is because I proves in the Kardashian brother. He grew up with them, and he went through all types of trials and tribulations. Right? You had Lamar Odom, who had all kinds of drug problems and situations.
Yeah.
What's the Bruce Jenner? Poor Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce got it so bad. He said, if I can't beat y'all, I'm gonna join you.
Yeah, it is.
And they still booted him out of the situation.
He's still not linked in. He's not connected.
Still not locked in.
But I enjoy the story and the journey. But I said this on Facebook, and everybody has an opinion and scrutiny and all that. I said they should have dropped Genius during April, because April is Autism Awareness Month.
Oh,
and listen, it's not a joke though. It's not a joke. That first and second part is a documentary on autism.
You think he's on the spectrum?
At me, anybody, fight me.
So you're saying he's on the spectrum?
He's always has been though. The opening scene keyed me into that. The second episode of the opening scene.
What was this?
The footage from 1990. When
he was a young boy?
When he was rapping at 11 or 12. But just the delivery, the energy, that's all spectrum. The memory, the memorization, that's all spectrum. Now, it may not be, it's called a spectrum for a reason. There's one end of it, and then there's another end. He may not all the way be down here. He ain't Rain Man, but He's
like Asperger's or something like that?
he's right here. He's right. And I deal with that population. That's the only reason why I said what I said. But somebody was like, take this post down. This post, just not cool.
What
take
post?
this. I posted. I said what I just said on Facebook. Somebody was like, take this down. And I was like, no. But he's definitely, I mean, look at the relationship him and his mom. His mother made sure she nurtured that one thing that stuck out, which most parents don't do. It was probably one thing when he was 5 that stood out.
And she
just went 100 and watered and watered and watered. You want this? You want this? You gonna do this in your room? He probably never came outside. He probably was on the machines.
Like I think you're going a little too hard. He clearly had people around him that he knew, and like he wasn't a recluse. It just all of a sudden came outside and had a bunch of beats to pass out.
He stayed in the crib and made beats. He didn't know how to do anything else.
Right, but he also had to leave out to get them distributed.
That's why he's lightly on the spectrum. He's not at the other end.
Like
Let me see, who's that? Oh, is that Dr. Claus? Let's go down for some immediate fact checking and commentary. Welcome to the program. What's good with you, baby?
What up? What up?
Let me see what the best look will do. All right, there we go.
Bam. There it is. So here he is. Found a plug. 2006 is the year. No, I'm sorry, 2005. I'm flying from Baltimore to 2005, 2006, 2005 is the year. Flying from Baltimore to Houston because that's where Bayou Classic was that year. This is the year because of Hurricane Katrina, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there talking to this chick. She's beautiful. She's insanely gorgeous. And she sees me, and I'm telling you, this is really where it's old. I had Kanye West's Late Registration, and I'm rocking a whole disc, man. So you know this is old, right? Mm-hmm. So she's like, you listen to that crap? And I was like, hell yeah, this is my joint. I love Late Registration. Love it, love it, love it. Solid album and everything else. And, because she's fine, I'm busy hollering at her, but I hear this commotion in the background, but I'm too busy, focus on shit. So, all of a sudden she was like laughing, like, there's no in hell you catch me listen to that. So I feel someone is standing over me. And the guy that is standing over me, he's like, do you mind trading seats with me? And he has this real kind of robotic voice. I look up, it's Kanye West.
While you're listening to his music?
No, while I was listening to his music.
Yeah.
So I look up.
I need your seat, fam.
Pardon me, fam.
The funny thing about it is that he doesn't talk like that.
No, he does that weird, super proper weirdo.
Do you mind if we change seats?
It was very like Steve Urkel meets a child's toy where the battery is dying.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if we change seats?
So as this is happening, I'm like, I'm kind of starstruck because I realized the girl's been playing me. The girl's the Delta from the video.
There you go.
I'm putting it together. And I'm like, man, no problem. I was like, where are you sitting at? He's like, man, I'm just sitting all the way up there. And I'm like,
put you in first class?
I was like, yeah, he puts me in first class. I'm like, you're sitting in first class?
Immediate question. Why isn't she sitting in first class with him?
So great question. So then he explains, our travel agent messed up everything, and I don't really want her to be mad at me because she's stuck with me, and I don't want her to be mad. So can we switch seats?
And what year is this?
This is 2005.
Oh, he's still getting sunned. Yeah,
right.
He's still fumbling reservations and everything.
Right. Sure enough, I'm like, oh man, it's no problem. And he picks up my disc, picks up my cover. He was like, do you like this? And I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's really good. He said, is it okay if I sign this for you? Yes. So of course, signs and everything else. And he was just like, he looked at the cover and goes, I think I did a good job. Thank you.
That's where the narcissism comes in.
No.
Just left.
I think he was going back to
he could have just left.
Asperger's.
Oh, okay.
So immediately as I'm walking away, I was thinking to myself and I said, this doesn't sound like a dude. It's who the guy is on the album compared to the guy I just had a conversation with.
Oh, yeah.
those two Negroes ain't the same.
Yeah.
This dude very much, and I remember my teacher.
Wait a minute, somebody just said that too. Somebody just said that.
My teacher alarm went off and went, that's a 504 right there. That's an IEP right there.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be a learning disability, but it may be like emotional packaging issues, right? So sure enough, get down to baggage claim, of course, can spot his luggage out a mile away. It's nothing but consecutive bags of Louis Vuitton stuff.
He had a lot of baggage even then.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Well played. Of course, my old raggedy luggage, of course, comes out the same time they goes. Oh, geez.
He was like on the same flight as the dudes from Coming to America. All that
Right.
came out.
So I noticed that, of course, his girl is having problems. Gentlemen, let me help you with this. He looks at me and was like, you're like the nicest person I've met in the past 2 months. And I was like, oh, God. You know, it's one of those compliments where it's like, thank you, but you really don't really want it. So I was like, man, you know, best of luck. He's like, man, no problem. He's like, you here for Bayou Classic? I went, yeah, you know, talked a little bit, and of course, disappeared, right? But I think overall, the biggest takeaway I got from that whole conversation is, I remember saying to myself, and I was talking to my best friend about it, I said, I don't think this guy is ready for the fame that's about to hit him. And I'm looking at it now and going to myself, yo, my man wasn't ready. And I think that you have to be around people to help you navigate that thing. And from him being son, you know, all that to now what we see, I think it's always been this grasp for acceptance. I'm not making excuses for everything this nigga.
Here's the most important question. You've said a lot. Where's the CD cover?
Oh, CD cover is good. It's in a man cave. It's locked up and everything.
Oh, that's supposed to be on the wall, you know what I mean? In a glass joint with a gold fake gold album. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Mr. Clarkson.
Yeah, man.
So wait a minute. He's the nicest. This is when it happened. He's responsible. For the switch.
He's having that, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. You turned the light switch on. He wasn't ready for the fame.
So Doc Clark's about to be in a documentary.
He needs to be. You ruined him.
Part 3.
You ruined him.
It's gonna be a scene at the airport.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in part 4. There it is.
Was the camera crew around?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The other thing too that
ruined him.
Yeah.
The other thing that not disturbing, but was weird was that my phone was drastically better than his. That's the other thing. I just felt like it's Kanye West, man. You're supposed to have the newest of the new.
He's like, oh man, you got a razor?
Yeah.
I got this Kyocera, fam.
Yeah, he had the old
like Blueberry. He had the joint before the Blackberry.
Right. Craziness, man. But yeah, that's my, you know, almost famous story, I guess. But yeah, bro.
Appreciate that. Dr. Clark in studio, G.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to watching the downfall part though. I'm not looking forward because I ain't gonna lie, I really watched it and was like, man, I remember this Kanye. You know, I'm enjoying.
But I'm saying it's a shame. I'm saying it's a shame Kanye. That's all I'm saying. It's the same
He
dude.
wasn't ready.
No, see, there's a darkness that comes with that extra level. All right, I'm gonna give you a little morsel.
Okay.
Did you see Jamie Foxx?
Yes.
And when he did Slow Jam, how did he look?
He looked like what was the movie?
Booty Call.
Booty Call.
He like the Booty Call Jamie,
yeah.
right? So that was 02, 03 or whatever. The same year, the following that was Ray. He got the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
The next time they showed Jamie working with him in the studio, he was working on Gold Digger.
Mm-hmm.
How did he look?
He was clean.
He looked totally different.
But it was
way darker. He wasn't as goofy. He wasn't as happy-go-lucky. Oh, this is cool, fun, huh? When them doors open up, when you get to that high joint, it can darken you up. And I think that's what Kanye went dark once he went into the stratosphere and you start being in places where you never dreamed of, and you're here and you're there and you're doing this and that.
So dark in this sense of the word means a little bit hardened, a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, you're skeptical of people. You don't like being around people. Everybody's coming with their hand out. You don't know this. Why do they love me? You don't even understand why the world adores you. And you're already self-conscious and insecure. And then, yes.
Because I think that first one with Jamie Foxx was in his basement. Like in his house.
It was in Jamie's house.
Studio.
Yeah.
And like, because I remember hearing him tell that story.
Because he tells the same stories over and over again.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and then it was this kid that came in, and the kid had a backpack on.
Yeah,
and he said,
"Who was that kid over there?"
And he said, "Who's the kid over there?" It was Kanye West. I was like, "Nigga, every time you tell the story."
But you know what? You know what's funny about that? I've heard that story so many times.
100 times.
That I was waiting for the part where he said, "So I went in the studio and they told me to sing, and I started singing it like a ballad." And they was like, "Nah, man, you got to take that off. You got." And I was like, "They didn't do that.
No.
That didn't happen
Kanye said, "Sing it like this."
Yes, and he went and
say
sang it like
this.
that.
Yeah.
It was a one time.
I was like, "Oh, that came from him." You would think all these years, you would think that was a Jamie Foxx creation, a riff. Kanye literally told him what to say and how to say it.
And oddly enough, I feel like Kanye could have sang that.
Absolutely, without question. But you need that name.
Yeah. But he could have sang it.
And all of that stuff was as an unsigned. I would not unsigned, but no, a couple of those were unsigned and with no record, like the "Where we are." Oh, He had Lauryn Hill on there, not even with a completed album. So he's walking around with these classic singles, for like a year.
That's what I'm saying.
With real people on them,
right? Like if somebody was to actually snatch that backpack,
right back then,
been a millionaire.
But Jamie Foxx always telling him dumbass stories. He was like, "Man, I was at a party at my house, and it was this tall guy, and he was sitting on the wall, and nobody knew who he was, and it was Jay-Z." I was like, right. And then he'll say the year, and I was like, "Nigga, everybody
paints
knew
a
who
picture.
he was."
He paints a hell of a picture. He paints a hell of a picture. Like, damn, I wish I was the one that I give him credit for.
And it was the black guy and it was the Asian guy, and they came up and they said, "Hey, we're the Neptunes." And it was for real. I was like, "Shut up." Every time he tells a story, I'll be like, "Shut up."
The one I give him credit for was
Harry Belafonte.
Nah, Ed Sheeran.
Oh, I've never heard that one.
So
it must be a new one.
No. I mean, it's if he tells it, sure. But I remember listening to when he had that channel on Sirius XM, and they were doing their Friday show or whatever.
Oh, the Foxhole.
And it was like, "Yo, this kid, man, y'all gotta bring that kid in." Because we took him to LA Live or whatever it was last night. He was tearing it up. And Ed Sheeran came in and like, he had his guitar with him and he was like doing some ballad songs. Like, "Oh, this dude is nice." And then he did like a little kind of, in one of his songs, did like kind of a little, kind of like a reggae chat real quick. And I was like, "Oh, snap." This whole time, I'm thinking Ed Sheeran was black.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right? Because that's how he was moving.
Right.
Like I thought he was British, but, black British, I guess.
Right.
So I didn't know until Ed Sheeran came out years later.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like and that's who he was. But they was like, "Yeah, Jamie Foxx, like, yeah, he's crashing at the crib, blah, blah, blah." So I give him credit for Ed Sheeran. He did have Ed Sheeran like staying on his couch and he brought him into the studio and like nobody knew who he was. And he came on and mashed it.
Well, I can believe that.
Yeah, he came on and then his album didn't come out till like 2 or 3 years later.
But the other ones, Jamie, he tells the story as if no one knew these people first of all, they're at your house, your Oscar winner, and there's a party at your house.
Right.
Everyone there just about is going to be somebody or somebody adjacent.
He tells the Oscar story. He's like, "So I go to Oprah's house and they bring me back into the back room and it's all of old Black Hollywood."
Yeah. I don't know if I believe that one either.
Harry Belafonte. It's Sidney Poitier. He said Sidney Poitier brings me over and says,
"You have a responsibility."
Right.
You have a responsibility.
Yes,
I'm like, "Nigga, that didn't happen."
How do you know this back room's like that?
You're right.
Those back rooms exist.
You're right.
They were all at Oprah's house in tuxedos for some reason. Sure.
Yeah, dark. It was a dark, one light hanging down.
Right. That happens.
Yeah. Shout out to them. But genius.
Yes, genius. I'm with it.
Somebody said they're going to watch it just because of our conversation. I'm telling you, it's the joint dope. I mean, if you're a fan of documentaries, regardless of what you feel about Kanye, the joint is it's a tough documentary because you'll see and hear stuff. You'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know that's how that was.
Yes.
I didn't know that's who that was."
A lot of that because I mean, it really blew me away that all the songs and things that he was working on so way far before he even had a deal.
Yeah.
And then when he got the deal and they tabled him like that, he was still grinding on all that stuff and still making beats and producing for everybody else. And when he did that listening party or video watch party for through the wire.
Oh, that was tough.
And he's trying to sell it just so that people, this is like whatever the version of an influencer was.
Yeah.
Then because
that's what that was. That's exactly what that was.
But he basically had an influencer party before social media was like how it is now. And he's like, I'm just trying to get, so they would, fund me my money. And as he's saying the words, Dame Dash walks in. He's like, this is literally who I'm trying to get the money from. And they won't give me the money.
Yeah.
And like,
and he didn't back off either.
No.
I paid for this out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
$33,000.
I give him credit. I give him credit, but Lord help me, them Kardashians messed that boy up, man. I don't care what. No, ain't no Asperger's do that to no man. That was a Kardashian.
It was a combo. Is Kardashian burgers. Yeah, or Kardashian.
He had that Kardashian burger. He had that Kardashian ass burger. That's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
All right, last one before we go. So somebody requested Wendy Williams.
So
I don't
did
know
my
enough.
homework this week.
I don't really know enough. I know. I think it's something up with that too.
I definitely think there's something up with that. I think one. I don't know if it's nothing about no Graves' disease, but that's what they saying while she was out the whole time because she has Graves' disease. I don't know what Graves' disease is. I know it's a thing. I don't know if she has it or to what extent it's diminishing her capabilities.
Yeah, right.
But she put out a video of her like walking on the beach.
Yeah, it was like
I saw like 20 seconds of it. I was like, okay, nothing significant is happening. They're just showing. She's just showing the fact that she's mobile and out and about. So I don't know if she done if maybe just her money was no good anymore at the studio and they was like, listen, it's it's enough with the antics and whatever. Maybe there was some behind the scenes things that were going on that couldn't get worked out with stuff with her husband and all that stuff, blew up in her face, or maybe she was waiting until all of her skin turned the same color.
Oh, you think it was some one of those?
I don't know.
Yeah, what is that called?
I saw the video of her on the beach and I was like, yo, she's a lot lighter than she used to be.
I mean, that's just, it's no makeup. It's not studio lighting.
No, I look at the hands, buddy.
Yeah, well.
I look at the hands. That's how when I saw Michael Jackson, I was like, nah, you gotta look at the hands. I ain't worried about the face makeup. I'm looking at the hands. Nobody puts...
No, they do.
But she was on the beach walking with her son. I don't think that was that much forethought to go, let me put
So what was her hands? They were lighter, darker?
Oh, my goodness. Her hands was like translucent.
Maybe it wasn't her hands.
So she got a hand transplant? Is that what we're saying?
Maybe a hand job. I don't know.
Geez.
I don't know.
But yeah, I just thought that was I was like, man, Wendy. And again, this is coming from somebody who grew up with her on the radio. Big time New York personality.
Yeah.
What she looked like back then. So like a lot of people, nationally only know this version of Wendy. But that's like, if you grew up on Michael Jackson and then you just never saw him for a couple, you know what I mean? Like, wait, what happened to Mike? Because he didn't, that's what we think about when you see Wendy Williams.
So apparently they're taking the show and she was like, I want to come back. And then right after she said, I want to come back, they was like, the show's over. And Sherry Shepherd is getting a show, which essentially will be
your show.
He was getting your show, right?
They're changing the name
so
and probably getting rid of how you doing, and then that's
it.
Sherry Shepherd
it's the
show,
same.
right?
It's the same.
Right.
It's hot topics probably be the
trending,
heated subject matter. Heated
trending situations.
This is the heat right now.
Right. What's going on in pop? I mean, it's but she did. I didn't realize she was doing that show for that long. See, this is again me not watching daytime television. I didn't know she was doing the show for like 13, 14 years.
Oh yeah, I can believe that.
That's a long. First of all, that's a hell of a run.
That is
for a single person. I don't even know if Oprah's show was that long.
So here's my issue, and my issues always come from a place of scorn and scrutiny.
Okay.
If you did a show of that level and caliber for 13 years. And you did not stack and flip enough of your money.
Oh my gosh, to be able to do it on your own?
For this, to either do it on your own or for this to be really a cataclysmic issue for you, then I blame you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I blame you.
Unless like
somebody's really just maybe Kevin, Big Kev.
Took her to the cleaners?
Yeah, like, unless Kev took the money. But if you've been doing it for 13, 14 years and you're begging them to come back to a show that has your name on it.
But not only that, it's not like the show was her first foray into entertainment.
Yeah.
So one could only hope.
Queen of all media.
One could only hope that she had money, at least livable funds before that. The show took her exponential, but you know, she should come out of that like, all right, well, I'll just go over here then.
Yeah, right.
You
Or
know?
something. Yeah.
I mean, it should be that simple at
unless
this point.
shit ain't right, and they just everybody's against her. If everybody's, because they said the whole staff, they're giving them an option to either go quietly or come on over to Sherry Shepherd.
And they always like, all right, Sherry, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, 90%, I would imagine.
Hey, Sherry, we'll see you tomorrow, babe. You know, look forward to working with you. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you know, Roland Martin did it. He did his own platform.
Yeah.
Wendy, if she got a fan base that strong,
Yeah.
you know, jump on your own platform and get all the money.
Yeah, shout out to Roland Martin. He's scheduled to be here next week. He was supposed to be here today, but we ran out of time.
Oh, geez.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Tehran for the super chat. We appreciate it. All the newcomers, the people that stuck around and all that.
You can't see. It's funny because you can't see.
I really can't see. The screen is like 2 extra more feet further from me. So
okay, well, shout out to all the new folks out there. I just see like one new name because things not scrolling. But Junis Pettijohn. That's a
real southern. Junius Pettijohn.
Junius Pettijohn.
Sure, that's pretty southern.
Yeah, that's
So
Gullah
there it is.
Geechee.
Hey, so make sure you hit the thumbs on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure you visit us on the Instagram, LGL_all fun and games. Be safe this weekend. We'll see y'all next time. And do something productive, man. Go do something. All right, where I'm at.
See, that was supposed to be timed. I had
it was. No, you freeze. Do what you was doing and then freeze it. And then, all right. Yeah, there you go. Then stay there. And I'm going to look for this. And then I'm going to hit this.
Well, see, my eyes are still moving.
Yeah, but don't move your eyes. Don't move your eyes.
Well, now I left my hand moving.
Well, don't move your hand.
All right.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.